Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Star Citizen. I have access to the Scythe at the moment. Scythe, whatever. So I'm going to give my impressions on this ship. It's an alien one-man fighter ship. And I usually like these ships. So let's see if this is an exception. I doubt that, but let's see. This is the first time I'm actually in the cockpit of the thing, so you get to hear my real first impressions on it. Okay, well, let's get to it, huh? Let's talk about it. Firstly, let's talk about the cockpit, get outside the ship, and so on. Fly it a little bit in between as well to see how fast it goes. Right, the cockpit I quite like so far. Like the HUD elements are not really in your face. They are not really taking, you know, jumping on your head, as in they don't obstruct your flying. Very, very nice. Let's take a look at the cockpit itself as well. Okay, there is massive panel up top here, which means you can lose spaceships and space stations and asteroids and entire planets behind it. So that can be a little bit of an issue. Thankfully, it is not in your vision normally when you fly, but if you need to look above you, this thing really gets in the way. You can look up top, and that is nice. But having this here can be a little bit of an issue. On the sides though, well, on this side you have a massive gun, obviously obstructing the vision a little bit, but other than that you have very nice vision on both sides of the ship, and also to the front below. Camera is also a little bit jerky here, it's a little bit glitchy as you can tell. If I move it this way and that way, so that still needs fixing. Alright, so very open cockpit for the most part, other than this thing here. I quite like it so far. Right, so forward shooting gun mounted underneath the cockpit, and well, two guns which shoot forward only as well. Yeah. Of course, only forward shooting guns have the issue that if you want to, you know, be able to track your targets better, you might want gimbal turrets. So from that point of view, might not be for everybody. Anyways, quickly showing it from the other angles. So this is a kind of a broken wing style ship. The other wing is essentially replaced by a massive cannon down there, as you can see. Anyways, you can probably tell where the name comes from with the whole Scythe thing. Like you have one spiraling out blade, essentially, like a scythe, you know. So there is that. I quite like the design from that point of view. Like it's very one-sided, as in you have this massive wing on the other side and not on the other side. It looks very different from the rest of the things we have access to. So there is that. That is quite nifty. It's always appealed to me from that point of view. And let's see how fast this thing goes. Oh my balls to it! 275 top speed on a one-man fighter ship? What kind of sorcery is this? I need this ship. Oh good lord, I need this ship. Right. So essentially it can catch up with actual like racing ships, both in mobility, as in maneuverability, as well as speed, and it's a fighter ship. Yeah, I need this thing in my life, like right now, please. We'll probably wait until the game's released to actually get this thing, but still, wow, I need this thing. I mean, this cockpit is very doable. There is like nothing really in your way when you're trying to, you know, have a war with somebody using it. Um, there is like being able to see and track your targets very easy with with an open cockpit like this. This HUD blinking needs to be fixed though, because it's really annoying. So they need to do something about that. But overall, though, really loving this thing and the speed. Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, let's get outside of this ship and have a look see. So, the Scythe and the Glaive share the animation on how you get outside of the ship. I really love that animation, by the way. Really do. So it's quite clear that the Scythe and Glaive are basically they are based on the same design, except this one replaces one of the wings with a massive gun mount which is just pointing down. So yeah, like you still have the same wing on the other side, except this one is not red. So how come it goes faster than the Glaive if it's not red? You know, it's like red ones go faster. Anyway, but still, all joking aside, it looks, as I mentioned, very different from the Glaive because of this. The rest of it, though, very nice. I have always liked the alien designs they have come up with for Star Citizen, for the various ships. And this one is no exception in that, from my point of view, like how I like ships. I like ships which look strange and different. Why not? We're in space after all. And this one very much goes up there. Like one massive gun on a wing, then you put one at the end of a very small, you know, extension thing. Like, this is not a real wing, it's just an extension and you mount a gun on it. Maybe for heating purposes for the gun, possibly. And then you strap the entire thing on, you know, an engine, a couple thrusters, and call it a ship. I like. I love how open the cockpit is. I love the speed. I love how you get outside of the ship. And overall, while it looks very one-sided, because, you know, it's not symmetrical, I quite like that. It doesn't have to be symmetrical for me to like it, after all. So, yeah, I need this thing. I really do need this thing. That's my impression so far. I want one. Anyway, all of that aside though, there are a whole lot of, you know, one-man fighter ships to choose from, and it's going to be difficult to pick the one you really want. There are some very good looking ones, and this is, in my opinion, no exception. Whether you go for this or Glaive though, that I would say comes entirely to the looks. Like, which one would you prefer over, you know, the other, if you're trying to choose between the Scythe and the Glaive? I think I would go for the Scythe simply because of the speed myself, and because it looks so strange with, you know, the one-sided design of it. But yeah. Anyway, I don't want to drag this on anymore. Any longer than it needs to be. My impressions on the Scythe: it goes fast for being a fighter ship. It has big guns, and it's an alien ship. I like it. Thank you very much for watching.